Nope, we're not going to say no to that.
No. Uh,
Oh, the other thing
yeah, man.
is the military individual, due to connections, looks like, because you know you're traveling, you haven't fully got the gist of where you're traveling. You got a very good idea, but basically the military individual, because of past affiliations, has a list of trustable contacts at your new location.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. And from what a quick glance you've got, basically there is some listings there, but basically there's a file you can check talking about some of those contacts, but it's not with you right now.
So, did you keep the parachutes or not?
Hmm? What?
The parachutes. Did you keep them?
Probably, yeah.
Hmm. Okay.
Doors open and
still say we should have used squirrel
reveals
suits last time.
Oh,
this conversation. And Wayland, please describe yourself.
well, think Bobby Elvis from Sons of Anarchy. Only dirtier.
There is a nice little icon with tusks and skin slightly tinted for him. But what are you wearing? Is right the good question as you're coming through.
Let's start at the bottom. We have dirty old riding boots. Moving
bike
up,
riding
we
boots and
have
not horseback riding, right?
Yes. Back bike riding boots. Moving up, we have filthy jeans. Moving on up, we have a beer belly. We have a denim shirt.
Is there a buckle underneath the belly? Is there
Of
a hint
course, there's
of
a buckle.
buckle?
You can see the bottom of it.
Pants stay up.
A denim shirt strategically opened to reveal some chest hair.
Great.
A leather vest, which has definitely seen better days. We got long, straggly beard, even longer, stragglier hair. It is dark and it is gray. That salt and pepper mix. Also doesn't look like it's been in a shower for a week. In his mouth is a giant cigar, and in his hand is a beer.
That
On
still
his
got
hip,
sweat from the
there
show.
is a heavy pistol, which looks brand new.
Only because of the shining from the wrapper.
It looks like it's still stuck on the pistol.
Yes.
By the way, Deadeye, you can notice that his pistol still has. It doesn't have the. It doesn't have the what's RFID RFID on it, but it still seems to have some of its plastic wrap from its original shipping on it. Maybe a new issued one. And the coat. Is it a long coat or a biker coat that you had that was, because I think that has a unique skin pattern to it, like a.
Oh yes. Not wearing it at the moment though.
Okay, no problem. All right. And you stand about how big? Do you remember how big you were standing?
Oh, he was 6 something.
Yeah, 6.5, I think it was, or something.
6.5 feet tall. Yeah, 6'8", I think it was.
Because the orcs could get a bit taller. And then, even taller beside him is another person. Ivanhoe, describe yourself.
Well, what is he? What, 7.5 feet tall?
He was like almost a foot and a bit higher than him. Yeah,
Yeah, about 7.5 feet tall. So you basically picture a 7.5 foot Danny Trejo.
Danny Trejo is in such movies as
Dusk Till Dawn.
Machete.
Yeah, Machete. He is Machete. Dusk Till Dawn. A lot of Quentin Tarantino films as well. Desperado, I think he was in the first one.
He's a bit of a sort of a rugged looking Mexican, basically.
Yep.
Yeah, she's riding boots as well, motorcycle boots, wearing the leather riding pants. Goes up to just a black T-shirt. This is all overcovered by a long trench coat with a unusual looking skin pattern to it, which Stu can describe that one.
Basically, it looks like a leather, but it looks like a leather that's mixed. Do you know if you ever see the Badlands and how you get the dried mud and you get the cracks and all that stuff? It's like a leather that's got those type of cracks to them, but those type of cracks have a slight, instead of being black, they've got a slight deep crimson hue, which isn't easily to be noticed unless you get the light on the coat. Otherwise, it just looks like a dark crack. But when you get a little bit of light on it, you realize that crack is really a dark crimson type of color that's in those little cracks on that leather that he's wearing.
Hanging off his right hip, there's a holster, which looks like it has a sawed-off shotgun in it. Anyone familiar with weapons would recognize it as a Crime Stopper.
German.
It's a rather heavy German shotgun. Probably the most out of place thing is over his back. You see the feathers from a bunch of arrows in a quiver and a long bow.
Now, this isn't just a quinky little longbow. This thing has got pulleys and levers, and it looks like
It's actually a compound recurve. Yeah, probably
Yeah.
is what they've changed it to.
Yeah. And there we go. Everyone now sees what everyone looks like. Mike, time to do some leadership skills.
If he's back yet.
That's true. Another bonus with cameras is you can actually see the faces of people when they go away.
Yeah, but then you gotta see the people's faces.
Oh, there we go. So I was about to say, yep. And now it's up to you to shine with your leadership skill. For some reason, they thought you could do this. Go at it, Waylon.
All right.
He starts talking, I step sideways, pull out a chair, plop down into it, put my feet up on the desk.
Right.
All right.
So, which
The
one?
chair
of you,
wasn't really
the-
designed for trolls. You hear
A
a
homeless
and a
one.
slight grinding in it as you're leaning back in the chair. You think you're okay, but you keep hearing a slow crack sound that gets louder and louder the more you lean in that chair.
I don't lead any further.
No problem. Don't want to disturb the, coolness.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So who's the homeless one? You got a street man
Shadow
here.
Rubber Shoes Hopeless. Nice start.
So who's the homeless one?
Who's the homeless one? I guess
Street living or something. I didn't
I
really
guess-
read these things.
I would awkwardly raise my hand and put it back down.
Okay. What's your
You
name?
see a young female orc hiding her inner beauty with a hoodie.
Stand up and be proud of yourself. Now, what's your name?
It is Lina.
Do you ride a motorcycle?
No.
Learn. All right. Pointy ears.
20 ears?
Which pointy
Yeah.
ears?
Skinny
sorry,
tall
what?
thing here.
Say again, Mike.
Miss
What?
Miss Elfie Frou Frou. What do you do?
We need. Now, of course, this is out of character reactions, correct? Everly, thank you very much for the host.
Okay, so my character will step forward, one delicate eyebrow raised, and that's all you're getting out of her.
Healthy, frou.
Yeah. Well, that about proves my thought on the matter. Okay, shooter wannabe. What do you do? I'm guessing it involves guns, oh Wild West one.
Yes, sir.
Do you ride a motorcycle?
I can.
Good boy. Do you have a motorcycle?
Oh
I
god.
have something.
I might like you. Back to you with a silent one. Do you ride a motorcycle?
No.
Now, you know I'm talking to the elf here.
Yeah, she just said no.
No.
Okay. So, You're pretty much here because you're expendable. Do you understand that?
And meanwhile, we cut to like one of the directors that's watching this on the camera, who's already placed his forehead into the palm of his hand. Oh God! All right.
You do understand that's why you're here. They think you're expendable.
Any response? From
I'm
you guys?
here because, well, I'm not expendable and I can walk out of hell. He's here because he helps me walk out of hell. Now, here's what they don't know. I don't like working with expendable people. I might not look it, but I'm a nice guy. I might not act like it, but I care about people.
You care?
No, but I'm trying to make them feel better. I'm here and he's here to make sure that we get you into this hell that they're going to throw you into. And believe me, they're going to throw you into hell. It's going to suck, but if you survive and they don't off you, you'll be rich.
You're not supposed to mention the offing part.
Touche, my brother. Any
They
questions?
always think that's a surprise, but it never is.
Well, then why did we have to hide it? I'm sure they're standing there knowing they're expendable. I mean, we've got two elves and an orc and acts like an elf,
Serenity Meow. Thank
being
you
all
for the
quiet and broody over there.
There could be a reason.
How long have you guys been running? Let's start with the silent one here.
Is that me?
Which one?
I think he's referring to Rain or Liz's character as the silent one because she just gave the eyebrow and then a simple no when it came to that.
I'm going to have to think this one through a bit better. We have two silent ones.
How about
Okay,
the young orc
Western boy.
and the silent one?
West Boy, how long have you been doing this? Tell me about yourself. Tell me about your specialization. Tell me about your best kill.
Mm.
I've been doing this for too long, but
Did you say too long or not too long?
not too long.
Okay. So you're a fucking new guy.
I'm fresh with this running business.
So what's his military background you got?
I was a scout.
Where?
Back home, let's leave it at that right now.
So, in the Elflands.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember that time we tore up a bunch of people in the offland? Oh, shit, sorry.
And
So, the orc chicky girl here. How long you been doing this?
No.
Good answer. Elf girl.
Long enough.
In whose opinion have you been doing this long enough?
Mine. I didn't know I asked yours.
Well, I started with the corporate security, good 20 years ago, and I've been running for 10 plus years. As far as orcs go, I'm suffering the late stages of arthritis, and I might drop dead of natural causes at any time. So, pretty much all my life.
Good time to retire.
That's for cowards. Why retire when I could die in the field? All right. So, do we have any questions?
When do we start?
You already did. Next question.